Get that out of your mouth. This is a YBE recorder. Once upon a time, way out in the desert. Excuse me, I am reading. I need everyone to focus. In other words, pay attention. When I'm reading, that means you're sitting down. And that means you're listening. And that means your mouth is closed, your lips is zipped. If you need to use that paper clip to close it, if you need that closed pen, to keep it closed. You do? Yeah.
Yeah.
Close it. Close.
I need it to close my mouth.
I don't think we need it, but this is what we have to do, run trash. Actually, give them to me. Give me the other one. Julius. Where's the other one?
Over here.
Okay. So, when I'm reading, I need everyone to sit, guess what? Quietly. And guess what I want you to do while I'm reading? Look, listen, and I also want you to participate. If I leave a blank eye, I want you to help me a little bit. I may need you to help read, okay? Okay? And I will be asking questions. Once upon a time, way out in the desert, there were 3 little javelinas. Javelinas are wild, hairy, southwestern cousins of pigs. Their heads were hairy, their backs were hairy, and their bony legs, all the way down to their hard little hooves, were very hairy. But their snouts were soft and pink. Yes, honey.
The snout is nose kind of like us, but they're called snouts and they're pink.
Right, it's similar to our nose. So what sound do you think the pigs made with their snout? What sound? What sound? I think that's what they made. One day, the 3 little javelinas trotted away to seek their fortunes. Now listen, in this hot, dry land, remember where they live at? Where are they, money? In the what?
Desert.
So it's hot and dry. The sky was always blue. Steep purple clouds looked down on the desert where the cactus forest grew. Soon, the little javelinas came to a spot where the path divided. Yes, money.
It looks like it's an alligator down there.
We'll check it out. Let's finish this verse. Soon the little javelinas came to a spot where the path divided, and each one went a different way. So what just happened, Amani?
So they went to a path and they went a different way.
Why did they all go a different way? Look at the 3 little javelinas. Look at them. Do you think they're sisters and brothers? Do you think they're cousins or what? Aunts?
Cousins.
Why do you say that?
Because they kind of don't look the same height. Because this is smaller, this is big, this is medium.
But are you and your sisters and brothers the same height? So why can't they be sisters and brothers?
But they can still be family. But I think they're cousins.
Okay, so let's see.
Because I heard you said 3 cousins when you read it.
Did I? I was talking about y'all 3. Y'all were the 3 javelinas. So, the first little javelina wandered lazily along. He didn't see a dust storm rolling across the desert until it caught him. The whirlwind blew away and left the first little javelina sitting in a heap of tumbleweeds. Brushing himself off, he said, "I'll build a house with them." And in no time at all, he did. Number 1. What's going to happen, Amani?
The wolf is going to huff and puff and blow the house down.
So this sounds like what other story?
The 3 little pigs.
Then along came a coyote. So not a wolf this time, they got a coyote. He ran through the desert so quickly and so quietly that he was almost invisible. In fact, this was only one of Coyote's many magical tricks. He laughed when he saw the tumbleweed's house and smelled the javelina inside. Mmm, a tender, juicy piggy, he thought. Coyote was tired of eating mice and rabbits. So what you think Coyote was finna do?
Eat the three cousins, but they're not gonna eat them. But
you think he gonna eat all three of them?
Because they're brick house.
He called out sweetly, little pig, let me come in." "Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin," shouted the first javelina, who had a lot of hair on his chinny chin chin. "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in," said the coyote. And he huffed, and he puffed, and he blew the little tumbleweed house away. But in all the hula bula, the first little javelina escaped and went looking for his brother and sister. Coyote, who was very sneaky, tiptoed along behind. Where should you be, Rontrez? Thank you, Julius. Where should you be? Where should you be when I'm reading? Where should you be when I'm reading? Thank you.
I made it in the pond.
Yes. I need y'all attention. If y'all want to throw sticks while I'm reading, then we have a problem. So do y'all want a problem or no? Yes or no? No what? So listen up now. We almost done. The second little javelina walked for miles among giant cactus plants called saguaros. Saguaros. They held their ripe red fruit high in the sky. Back up, Rontrez. But they made almost no shade. And the little javelina grew hot. Turn around. Sit down. Thank you. Then he came upon a Native American woman who was gathering sticks from inside a dried up cactus. She planned to use these long sticks called sugar ribs to knock down the sweet cactus fruits. The second little javelina said, "Please, may I have some sticks to build a house?" "Ha-hua, hua, hua," said the woman, which means yes in the language of the desert people. So think about this little piggy. Well, how did he get these sticks, Amani?
From
From who?
A lady from a cactus. Lady who getting sticks out of her.
So she's getting sticks out of the cactus. And did he buy these sticks from her?
Yes.
No, he just asked her for it. So he's being lazy. He's taking advantage of this old lady, right? So he's not going to get his blessing either, because he should have worked hard to get his own. Pretty soon, Coyote found the Saguaro Rib's house. He used his magic to make his voice sound just like another javelina. Little pig, let me come in," he called. But the little javelinas were suspicious. The second one cried, "No, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." "Bah," thought Coyote, "I'm not going to eat your hair." The coyote smiled, showing all his sharp teeth. "I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in." So he huffed, and he puffed, and all the saguaro ribs came tumbling down. But the two little javelinas escaped into the desert. Still not discouraged, Coyote followed. Sometimes his magic did fail, but then he usually came up with another trick. The third little javelina trotted through beautiful Palo Verde trees with green trunks and yellow flowers. She saw a snake sliding by, smooth as oil. A hawk floated round and round above her. Then she came to a place where a man was making adobe, bricks from mud and straw. The bricks lay on the ground, baking in the hot sun. The third little javelina thought for a minute and said, "May I please have a few adobes to build a house?" "Sí," answered the man, which means yes in Spanish, the brick maker's language. What language does the brick maker speak? He speaks Spanish. So the third javelina built herself a solid little adobe house, cool in summer and warm in winter. When her brothers found her, she welcomed them in and locked the door behind them. Coyote followed their trail. Uh-oh, who's coming? Who's coming? Little pig, let me come in," he called. The three little javelinas looked out the window. This time Coyote pretended to be a very old and weak with no teeth and a sole paw. But they were not fooled. No, not by the hair. My chin, 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 called back the third little javelina. Then I huff, and I puff, and I blew your house in. He grinned, thinking of the wild pig dinner to come. "Just try it," shouted the third little javelina. So Coyote huffed and puffed, but the adobe bricks did not budge. Again, young Coyote tried out, huffing out, puffing, "I'll blow your house in." The three little javelinas covered their hairy ears, but nothing happened. The javelinas peeked out the window. The tip of the coyote's raggedy tail whisked right past their noses. He climbed up the tin roof. Next, Coyote used his magic to make himself very skinny. The stovepipe. Gasped the third little javelina. Quickly, she lit a fire inside her wood stove. What a feast it would be, Coyote said to himself. He